Hello and welcome to Whiskey Resource. My name is Mark. This is review number 96 and I'm doing a review of another dram sample sent to me, this time by Phil Ingham. Phil was kind enough to do a dram swap with me, and in exchange for some Glen Scotia, as I sent him, I believe, he sent me Laphroaig Cask Strength. This is batch 12 from 2020, bottled at 60.1% ABV. Now, back in review number 10, I did a review of the regular Laphroaig 10. Laphroaig is owned by Beam Suntory, and I think I rated it 88 out of 100 for the regular Laphroaig 10. So this one, let's see what we'll give it. So Laphroaig 10, as I say, this is batch 12. I've actually got an unopened bottle of batch 11, which I've been minting up for quite some time, but I've got a few open bottles I want to try and get cleared before I start opening more. So I've not opened that yet, but when I had the opportunity to try a sample of this, I had to go ahead and do it. This is still available to buy. Batch 13 is due out imminently, but this particular batch 12, you can still pick it up online. Average retail price of £75.45. It varies £3 either side of that, depending upon where you look. You can probably pick it up a bit cheaper now that they'll probably want to be clearing the stocks before the batch 13 release is due. The Laphroaig website itself actually still has this in stock as well. So what we're talking about here, 60.1% ABV, non-chill filtered apparently, although it doesn't actually say that on the bottle, and it has been colour adjusted. There is a little disclaimer at the very bottom of the bottle in German to say that it could have caramel colour, or it has caramel colour. So Laphroaig, it's a bit of a beast, this one. I think there's nothing more to say other than just getting straight into it. So cheers, Phil, thank you for sending me this sample, it's very welcome. And on the nose, well, I was expecting that to jump out more than it is, but I suppose I'm used to the regular 10-year-old Laphroaig. So I am getting some of that lovely TCP medicinally notes of peat and smoke that is there, but what's striking me more is there seems to be a lovely malty, honeyed sweetness coming from it. It's not as intense on the nose as I was expecting. This is 20.1% stronger than the regular 10-year-old. We'll just let that sit a second before I give it a taste, because it is pretty hefty stuff. The alcohol is jumping at my nose. I'm getting a bit of a kind of a dusty an old furniture shop that's kind of got some old leather sofas that are still looking to be sold. Touches of, I don't know, an old bookshop. It's more of an old dusty bookshop which have got leather seats. Yeah, a room that's not been open for quite some time. That's got a little bit of damp lingering there. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Wow. Okay. So on the palate, what do we get? Wow. It's actually remarkable how honey, sweet, vanilla, lemon, dusty books, dusty leather. It's peppery. There's oak, dry bitterness. Touch of coffee. Yeah, touch of coffee. Now I'm tempted as to whether or not I want to put any water in this, because, well, if I put too much in, I've just got myself the regular 10. If I put just the right amount in that, I might open it up a bit more. You know, I was expecting one hell of a peat and smoke it, because from what I've said, or from what's been said and what I've read, this is a peat bomb, and I'm not getting that kind of a peat. Yeah, it's really strong peat and smoke. It's like a burnt down bookshop with ashes of smoky paper billowing in your face, with some maritime notes of sea spray. It's quite savoury, but it's not the hit that I was expecting. It seems strange to use the word delicate, but strangely it's coming across more delicate than I was expecting. So whatever you want, maybe it was this particular batch 12, that was lesser, who knows. So that's opened up a bit more bourbony notes from it. This is 100% ex-bourbon cask maturation. Yeah, it's bringing out more mustiness. More of that church, that musty old bookshop. It's a bit creamy as well. It's morphing every time I nose this. It's morphing. This would have to sit and just sit in the glass and open. I've just had a blast of smoke just hit me full on, with more ashy. I'm getting more ashy, bitter oak, charred oak, leather. All the while it's sweet and honeyed and vanillaed. It's better than the normal 10. So we have to put things into context here, because this is the normal 10 but cask strength. Price: the regular 10, let's just go to my website and have a quick look at the normal 10. Retails for an average price of $36.95. This is more or less double that. In terms of strength, this is 50% stronger. Does it give you 50%? Oh, well, it's actually double the flavour impact. Buy a bottle of this and you can water it down to your level. If you find that the regular 40 it just doesn't quite cut it, because it's not meaty enough for you, not strong enough for you, needs a higher ABV, you can't put more alcohol into the regular 10-year-old. With this you can take it down to the level that's right for you. You can't really put a price on that, however you can. It's £75, 45p. How much better than the regular 10 is this? That's what I need to decide. I've got an idea. I know what this is. Would I buy a bottle? Well, I have. I bought a bottle of the batch 11. Would I buy another bottle? Batch 13? Or would I buy the batch 12? Well, if the batch 12, as I suspect, will drop a few pounds in the next few days, next few weeks, before batch 13, yeah, I probably would pick up another bottle off the back of tasting this, the 60.1%. I would buy a bottle. But I would buy a bottle. I think the £75.45p, looking at everything else you can buy, is probably a little higher than I would pay. I didn't pay that for my batch 11. I paid less because it was on discount. So I would buy a bottle, but with the caveat that it would have to be a price reduction to justify it. And I'm thinking about 20% off at least would be my nudge to buy it. Right, that's it. Well, thank you very much for the dram, and next review will be coming up shortly. Layers.